steel meets flesh, blood meets betrayal. And on one unforgettable night in San Diego, California, the entire wrestling world watched as someone climbed over that 20-foot steel cage and destroyed CM Punk's championship dreams in the most cowardly, most devastating, most shocking attack we've seen in years. 46,000 fans at Petco Park, millions watching around the globe, and nobody saw it coming. This is the moment that changed everything. This is the attack that will define championship storylines for months to come. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this mystery attacker angle isn't just good storytelling, it's legendary storytelling. So buckle up, because what happened at Survivor Series War Games is about to blow your mind. But first, I need you to do something for me. I need you to be part of the Slam Zone family. If you love wrestling, if you live for these moments, if you want to catch every breakdown, every theory, every piece of insider info before anyone else, hit that subscribe button right now. Tap that notification bell. Because we're building something special here, and I don't want you to miss a single second. Trust me, you're going to want to be here for what's coming next. Now let's dive into the chaos. Picture this. November 29, 2025. Survivor Series. The biggest night in WWE's fall calendar. And headlining the show? The Men's War Games match. But this wasn't just any War Games. This was stacked beyond belief. On one side, you had the Ultimate Dream Team. World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. The Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns. And the Usos, Jimmy and G, reunited one more time. 5 of the biggest names in professional wrestling, standing together inside that brutal double cage structure. And facing them? Team Vision. Led by the sinister genius Paul Heyman. Bron Breakker, the physical specimen who's been tearing through the roster. Bronson Reed, the 300-pound wrecking machine. Logan Paul, the social media superstar turned legitimate threat. Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior with a chip on his shoulder the size of Glasgow. And the one, the only, Brock Lesnar. Can you feel the energy just hearing those names? This was wrestling royalty. This was a match that had everything. History, bad blood, championship implications, personal vendettas stretching back years. The cage door slammed shut, the bell rang, and for 30 minutes, these 10 warriors went to war. Imagine the scene. 2 rings side by side, enclosed by steel, weapons everywhere, tables in the corner, chairs scattered across the canvas, and bodies flying, crashing, colliding with everything in sight. This is War Games. This is where careers are made and legends are broken. Roman Reigns, despite everything he's been through with Punk and Rhodes, was working like a machine. Superman punches left and right, sending bodies flying. The Usos hit stereo superkicks on Bronson Reed, and you could hear the impact echo through that San Diego crowd. Cody Rhodes, defending his WWE Championship just weeks earlier, was throwing himself into danger because that's what champions do. But it was Punk. It was CM Punk who had the crowd on their feet. The Second City Saint was possessed. Every strike had meaning. Every kick told a story. When he locked eyes with Bron Breakker early in that match, you could feel it. You could feel the electricity. These two have been circling each other for months. Breakker, the young lion trying to prove he's the future. Punk, the veteran champion who's been to hell and back to reclaim his spot at the top. 20 minutes in, and the momentum was shifting. Back and forth like a pendulum. One moment, Team Vision had control. Brock Lesnar was F5ing people through tables. Drew McIntyre was hitting claymore kicks that could decapitate a horse. Logan Paul, love him or hate him, was putting on a clinic. That double suplex he hit with McIntyre on Punk? Incredible. That mid-air biceps pose followed by a kip-up? Infuriating to Punk's fans, but you can't deny the athleticism. Then the babyfaces would fire back. Roman with a spear. Cody with a disaster kick. GUSO flying from the top rope like he had wings. The crowd was losing it. Every near fall had people jumping out of their seats. Every weapon shot made them wince. This was wrestling at its absolute finest. Raw, brutal, unpredictable. And then came the moment. 28 minutes into this war, CM Punk, battered and bleeding, summoned something from deep inside. He grabbed Logan Paul, lifted him up onto his shoulders. You know what's coming. The entire world knows what's coming. The GTS. Go to sleep. Punk's finishing move. The move that's put away legends. The move that's won him championships across the globe. Boom. Knee to face. Logan Paul crumples to the mat. Punk goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Bron Breakker breaks it up at the last possible second. The place erupts. So close. So agonizingly close. Punk rolls off, exhausted but determined. He looks at Breakker. Breakker stares back. These two warriors, down on their knees in the center of that ring, breathing hard, sweat pouring down their faces. This is the image. This is the moment before everything changed. And that's when the figure appeared. At first, nobody understood what they were seeing. A shape, a shadow, moving at the top of the cage. The crowd starts murmuring. The announcers are confused. Michael Cole's voice gets higher. Corey Graves is asking what's happening, and then we see it clearly. A person, dressed head to toe in black, hood pulled up over their face, black hoodie, black jeans, completely unidentifiable. And they're climbing over that 20-foot steel structure like it's nothing. The arena goes silent for a split second, that eerie quiet before the storm, because everyone knows, that whoever this is, they're not here to help CM Punk. The figure drops into the ring, lands on their feet, and immediately, Punk and Breakker both freeze. They're looking at this mystery person, trying to figure out friend or foe, trying to process what's happening in real time, and then it happens so fast you almost miss it. Super kick, right to Punk's jaw. The champion's head snaps back violently, his eyes glaze over. He's stunned, he's hurt, he doesn't know where he is, but the attacker isn't done. Oh no, they grab Punk by the head, position him, and then, the stomp. The curb stomp, Seth Rollins' finishing move, drives Punk's face straight into the canvas with sickening force. The crowd is screaming, people are on their feet, some in shock, some in anger, everyone trying to understand who is under that hood, who just cost CM Punk this match, who just changed the entire trajectory of this storyline. The mystery person doesn't celebrate, doesn't pose, doesn't even look back. They immediately scale the cage again, moving with purpose, with urgency, over the top, down the other side, disappearing into the crowd before security can even react. And in the ring, CM Punk is motionless, face down, completely vulnerable. Bron Breakker, to his credit, doesn't hesitate. This is his moment. He sees the opportunity, runs the ropes, spear, devastating spear that nearly cuts Punk in half. Hooks the leg. The referee counts. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Team Vision wins. The heels win. And more importantly, CM Punk has been pinned clean in the middle of that ring by Bron Breakker, with an assist from someone we still can't identify. The aftermath was almost as intense as the attack itself. Punk's teammates rushed to check on him. Cody Rhodes looked furious. The Usos were yelling at officials, demanding answers. And Roman Reigns. Roman helped Punk to his feet. These two men, who have been bitter rivals, who have torn each other apart in the past, sharing a moment of respect. Roman even gave Punk a fist bump. But then, in true Roman fashion, he walked over to Cody and said those words that sent chills down everyone's spine: "This is the last time we team up. The alliance is over. The temporary truce has ended. And now, heading into 2025, the battle lines are being redrawn. But the biggest question remains: who was under that hood? Who attacked CM Punk? And why?" The theories started immediately. Social media exploded. Reddit threads went into overdrive. Wrestling journalists scrambled for sources. And within hours, reports started surfacing. PW Insider claimed the attacker was Austin Theory, the former United States champion who's been mysteriously absent from television since July. That would make sense. Theory has history with Seth Rollins, and using Rollins' moves would be a perfect misdirection. Theory has the athleticism to climb that cage, and Theory desperately needs a storyline to reignite his career after months of spinning his wheels. But here's where it gets interesting. WWE hasn't confirmed anything. In fact, they've done the opposite. They've kept this mystery alive. They posted unseen footage of the attack from different camera angles, showing the hooded figure climbing in and out of the cage, but never revealing their face. They had Paul Heyman appear on the post-show, and when asked if it was Seth Rollins, Heyman played it perfectly. He acted offended, claimed he had no idea who it was, said it wasn't his plan, and why were people assuming he was behind it? Classic Heyman, denying everything while somehow making you believe he knows exactly what's going on. Then WWE released an official suspect list. 8 names, 8 possible attackers. And this is where the story gets really good. Number 1 on the list? Randy Orton, the Viper himself. Orton's been off television for weeks, and his history with Punk is well documented. They feuded at WrestleMania 27. They've never liked each other. Orton's return last year was overshadowed by Punk's shocking comeback, and you know that couldn't have sat well with a pride-driven legend like Orton. Plus, Orton's been flirting with a heel turn for months. Before he disappeared, he was showing that sadistic edge again, attacking opponents after matches, smiling during punishment. Could Randy Orton be the mystery attacker? Absolutely. Number 2? Seth Rollins, the wild card. Now, Rollins is supposedly out with a shoulder injury after surgery in October. But this is Seth freakin' Rollins we're talking about. The man who built his career on deception. The man who turned on the Shield. The man who cashed in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania and stole the championship. And let's not forget the real-life tension between Rollins and Punk. These two genuinely don't like each other. It spilled over into shoot interviews. So would Rollins risk his health, risk re-injury, just to stick it to Punk? Maybe. Because that stomp wasn't just any move. That was Rollins' signature. His statement. His mark. If you're enjoying this breakdown, do me a huge favor right now. Smash that like button. Drop a comment below telling me who you think the mystery attacker is. And share this video with your wrestling friends, because we need to get everyone talking about this. Slamzone is growing, and it's because of you. So let's keep this momentum going. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join the family. Let's figure this mystery out together. Now, back to the suspect list. Number 3, Becky Lynch. Yes, the man. Now this one seems crazy at first, but hear me out. Lynch has been unhinged lately. Her behavior's been erratic. She tapped out to AJ Lee earlier that same night in the women's War Games match, and she looked furious afterward. Could she have snapped? Could her frustration have boiled over into attacking Punk out of pure rage? It's a long shot, but WWE put her on the list for a reason. Number 4 is Sami Zayn. The theory here is that with Logan Paul's future in Team Vision uncertain, Zayn could be sliding into that role. But would all this mystery be worth it just for adding someone to a faction? Questionable. Number 5? AJ Styles. The phenomenal one has history with Punk from their independent days. They've feuded on and off throughout their careers. Styles is nearing the end of his run, and maybe, just maybe, he wants one last shot at the title. One last war with CM Punk before riding off into the sunset. LA Knight is number 6 on the list. Knight's been frustrated with his position in WWE. Despite being one of the most over stars on the roster, he can't get a title shot. Could he have decided to take matters into his own hands? Attack Punk, insert himself into the championship picture by force? Knight's got the size and athleticism to pull off that cage climb, and he's desperate enough to make that move. John Cena is number 7, and admittedly, this one doesn't make much sense. Yes, Cena and Punk have legendary history. Their rivalry from 2011 to 2012 defined an era. The summer of Punk. Their matches on Raw. The Money in the Bank Classic. But Cena's in his farewell tour. He's putting young guys over. Why would he attack Punk now? Unless there's one more chapter to their story that we don't know about yet. And finally, number 8 on WWE's official list? Chris Jericho. Ah yes. The learning tree himself. Y2J. The GOAT. The man of 1,000 holds. And here's where things get spicy. Jericho's contract with AEW reportedly expires at the end of December 2025. That's this month. He's been largely absent from AEW programming. Rumors have been swirling for months about a potential WWE return. And if anyone has the pedigree, the star power, and the motivation to attack CM Punk, it's Chris Jericho. Think about it. Jericho vs. Punk was a dream match that never fully materialized in WWE. They had brief encounters, but never the proper feud both deserved. Jericho's ego wouldn't allow Punk to hold that World Heavyweight Championship without challenge. And coming back to WWE by destroying Punk at Survivor Series? That's a Jericho move. That's exactly the kind of statement the Ocho would make. The problem? Jericho's technically still under contract to another company. Unless something changed. Unless a deal was worked out. Unless behind the scenes, beyond the dirt sheets and rumors, WWE and Jericho have been planning this for months. But here's what makes this angle absolutely brilliant. WWE knows we're all speculating. They know the internet is going crazy. They know fans are rewatching the footage frame by frame, trying to identify body types and movement patterns. So they're feeding the fire. Releasing that suspect list. Posting new footage. Having Paul Heyman deny involvement while winking at the camera. This is modern wrestling storytelling at its finest. This isn't just about who attacked CM Punk. It's about the mystery, the speculation, the theories. Getting fans invested not just in wrestling, but in detective work, in piecing together clues, in arguing with each other on social media about who's right and who's wrong. And whoever it turns out to be, whether it's Austin Theory as reported, or Randy Orton as suspected, or a dark horse like Jericho or Rollins, the reveal is going to be massive. Because here's what we know for sure. This attack wasn't random. This wasn't a one-off. This is the beginning of CM Punk's next major storyline. The World Heavyweight Champion has been targeted. He's been embarrassed. He's been pinned by Bron Breakker, a rising star who now has all the momentum in the world. And somewhere out there, hiding behind a hood and a pair of black jeans, is someone who wants to destroy Punk's championship reign before it really begins. The questions are piling up. Is Paul Heyman really behind this? He denied it, but we know better than to trust Heyman at his word. Is this person working alone, or are they part of Team Vision? Will they reveal themselves on Raw, at Saturday night's main event? Or will they strike again first, attacking Punk a second time before showing their face? And most importantly, when the reveal happens, how will CM Punk respond? Because if there's one thing we know about the best in the world, it's that he doesn't forget. He doesn't forgive. And he will get his revenge. The aftermath of Survivor Series has set the stage for what could be the hottest angle in WWE right now. Championship gold is on the line. Careers could be made or broken. And every single week, we're going to be watching, analyzing, breaking down every clue, every hint, every piece of the puzzle. That's what we do here at Slam Zone. We don't just watch wrestling. We live it. We dissect it. We give you the analysis and theories you won't find anywhere else. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Because as this mystery unfolds, we're going to be here every step of the way, bringing you the latest news, the hottest takes, and the deep dives you crave. Drop a comment below. Tell me your theory. Is it Austin Theory? Randy Orton? Seth Rollins risking everything for revenge? Or could it be the wild card, Chris Jericho, making the return of the decade? I want to hear your thoughts. Let's discuss. Let's debate. Let's solve this mystery together. This attack on CM Punk isn't just a storyline, it's a movement. It's a moment that reminds us why we fell in love with professional wrestling in the first place. The surprises, the twists, the nights when you genuinely don't know what's going to happen next. November 29, 2025, was one of those nights, and it's only the beginning. 46,000 people in San Diego witnessed history, millions more watched at home, and now, the wrestling world waits for the next chapter, waits for the reveal, waits for the moment when that hood comes off and we finally see who had the guts to attack the world heavyweight champion inside the most dangerous structure in sports entertainment. This is Slam Zone, and we'll be here to break it all down when it happens. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this incredible community. Like this video, share it everywhere, subscribe if you haven't, and most importantly, stay tuned, because in professional wrestling, the story is never over. It's only just beginning, and whoever you are, mystery attacker, wherever you're hiding, CM Punk is coming for you, and when he finds you, the world's going to be watching, we're all going to be watching, because that is where legends are made, that's where careers are defined, and that's where the best in the world reminds everyone exactly why they call him that. Until next time, this is Slam Zone, keep it locked, keep it real, and never stop believing in the power of wrestling.